Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Like, was it 2019, they did an Us maze, and that makes sense. That's, of course, that makes sense. And I feel like when I went, there was no line for that. Nobody cared about it. And it was so weird to me. It was just like, wow, like you guys have like a real maze that's going to be... and it was done impressively.
Was it post-movie or before? Or
no, I had seen it already.
You've seen it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't like out of context like I was saying earlier, but...
Where you're just going to walk over like a underground lair, and that's what the maze was.
Right.
People just walk around.
They had set up the exterior as the carnival from the beginning of the film. So when you walk in, you have the same music and everything. It was fucking rad.
What movie were they filming in the movie? Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, right. That was the same pier.
Yeah.
Murder Capital, USA.
I want to watch that one too.
I
want to say something about the movie. One of my favorite characters who's very low key. They played like a snooper, like a guy that played like Illuminati style, like coat. Was that his name is? I think it's Bern Gorman.
Oh, Holly, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that fool's dope, dude. He played like he had information on everybody, dude. Back in the 1800s,
like an investigator, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, he was pretty dope. But like, he worked for like the good and the bad side. He didn't give a fuck. Like, he was pretty dope, dude. I would say that was one of my favorite characters in this movie. If we can go into who's our favorite characters in this movie,
I like the dog.
Favorite characters? Anybody?
Yeah.
No. Still,
actually, I talk shit on Charlie Hunnam, but like I liked his character. I mean, he's the hero, but like he didn't give up, which I thought was kind of cool and romantic in a sense.
The Doctor.
Yeah.
True. I liked his little kind of story of like the capturing ghosts on pictures.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. Like seeing something that normal people can't see.
Yeah.
My favorite character, I'll probably go with Tiny and say that Lady Lucille, Jessica Chastain's character, was awesome. Especially, like going back to what Tiny said on his theory in the film. I feel like her payoff when you realize she is the big bad and she's kind of manipulating everything, and just like her commitment to that and that final kind of showdown is beautifully shot and makes the film worth the watch just for that.
She made me feel like it was like a female Shining, dude. Like if it was the worlds were reversed and it was a woman being crazy, she'd be the one.
Yeah, and when they go outside in the snow, beautifully shot.
Yeah,
of course.
And she knows how to carry a film. I mean, Zero Dark 30. I think she kills it. Literally, she does great in it.
Even Lawless, she's great in Lawless.
Jessica Chastain is. I didn't think they were going to get her for Chapter 2.
Beverly, yeah, she's great.
She's great in everything. There's not one thing of hers like this is her second horror film in parentheses because she did Mama before this one, right?
Yes.
So like it's interesting that
which is also with Muschietti's first film, right? The guy who did it Chapter 1 and 2.
Oh, so maybe that's why she did end up going back.
Yeah, I think they were long time friends.
Yeah. Jessica Chastain's always rock solid in everything she does. Even The Help.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was not her in the... Well, she's in The Help, but she's not the bitch in The Help.
No, she's nice.
She's nice in that one. It's the one who gets...
She's the one who has the miscarriages, right?
Yeah, she's the one who gets mistaken for Bryce Dallas Howard. Bryce Dallas Howard did a great song about getting mistaken for being Jessica Chastain. It's awesome. White girl problems.
Shit pie, dude. Shit pie.
Yeah. Good solid choice for a film, James.
Thank you. Do we have any Swan facts for this one?
We have a couple. You guys are ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Swan facts. All right, Swan Facts. Del Toro shot the film to look like a Mario Bava Technicolor film. And I think if you are familiar with that style, he definitely pulls it off in this one. Del Toro and Hiddleston both said on record that this is the most fun they've had on set to date.
Wow.
Everything in the mansion was actually made specifically for this mansion. It was not salvaged. It was not put together, brought from other places. It was specifically designed for this movie, which is fucking incredible because it's a lot. It's a massive set.
The house is low-key big for missing a big chunk in the middle.
It's like a donut.
Benedict Cumberbatch was actually supposed to play the lead originally, but was replaced later by Tom.
I could see that. I could totally see that, but he's not as good looking as Tom. Doctor Strange is no Loki.
Does anybody want to take a guess on who was supposed to play the lead?
Emma Stone.
Yeah, you got it.
No shit, really?
You got it.
I just picked another redhead white girl.
It was Emma Stone.
Wow. I swear I wasn't cheating. I actually just threw it out there. Everyone wanted her around that time.
Yeah. It's true. What do you think of Gangster Squad? Side note.
I loved it.
You like it?
Side note. Yeah. I love...
Just a lot of people didn't like it.
I wish... I mean, there's plenty of reasons why I wish that Colorado didn't happen. Mm-hmm. The Aurora shooting at the theater.
Yeah, and they took out that fucking...
They took out that scene from the preview that was badass.
And that's supposed to be a big plot device?
Yeah. So instead they made it Chinatown, which... I mean, the scene's still cool, but it's not the scene that we saw in the preview of them shooting the machine guns through the back of the screen. Cinematography-wise, that's a fucking awesome shot.
I was very surprised that they didn't just put that in later in like a director's cut or something,
Yeah, they probably burned it like, fuck this, we're never going to show this shit. I like Gangster Squad. I like all the actors in it. Giovanni Ribisi can't do no wrong for me. I like him in everything he's in. Ryan Gosling's great. Josh Brolin, Sean Penn chewed the scenery like Nicolas Cage, and it was great.
Sean Penn was fucking awesome in that.
He was. Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad. There's Nicolas Cage chewing the scenery, running an Oscar. So sometimes good things come from chewing. But I love that one, and Emma Stone was great in it too. It reminded me very much of this is like a darker version of Rocketeer. Just because I like the 1920s LA. I love old Hollywood like that. I think it's awesome.
Giovanni Ribisi, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You said you're a big fan of him?
Mm-hmm.
A few years back, I think it was like 2008, when Horton Plaza was still a thing. For those of you who don't know, we live in San Diego. Downtown Horton Plaza is a big... it's closed down now, but it was a poppin' mall at the time.
They're redoing it now.
They are?
Yeah, they're going to be doing a big thing for it now. Yeah.
So it's going to be restored?
Yeah.
Like it'll be a mall again? Nice.
Yep.
So anyway, they have a huge, or they did have a huge Levi's store down there, and so I was cruising down towards the entrance, and Giovanni Ribisi walks by, and I did a double take. I was like, and I looked at my friend who I was with at the time, and I was like, wait a second, was that Giovanni Ribisi? Yeah, he had his aviators on, and he's just looking like a cool guy.
Sneaky Pete. Yeah, no, he's awesome. I mean, I don't think a performance is done better than his in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, that guy, man, he has, for as long as he's been around, like, that guy has a huge filmography, and he does not get the credit that he deserves,
I just watched Middlemen. Mm-hmm. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Or even Boiler Room.
Boiler Room's great. That's an underrated film.
Yeah. Even
Ben Affleck. My boy Ben's in that one. They say money can't buy you happiness. Look at the smile on my fucking face. Ear to ear.
Have you seen, what's the Mod Squad?
Yes. With Claire Danes. And who was...
Omar Epps?
Yep, Omar Epps. Remake of a TV show.
Yep.
Sorry. Sidetracked big time.
That's alright. It's alright. Yeah. We're towards the ends of the show anyway.
Yeah, it happens.
What's up, guys? Any closing thoughts on the film? Are we wrapping it up? What are we doing?
Watch more Guillermo Del Toro stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't.
Go back and watch his early shit like Mimic. Mimic is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He has so much.
Blade 2.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one better than the first one. Again, like I said at last episode too, Shape of Water for me just says so much about what filmmaking should be and what it is. And I love it. So, I mean, you got a musical number, goes in the black and white, opens up with a girl masturbating. Like, what could you want more from a movie when she's boiling eggs?
Also, I wanted to say real quick, because you said last episode or the episode before, you said how Kevin Costner makes movies that he believes in, that he wants to make.
Yeah.
And I feel like Del Toro does the same thing as a director. He does not, I feel like he doesn't really like settle.
Yeah, that's why he didn't do The Hobbit.
He gave that up to do some. What else was it? Was it Crimson Peak?
I think it might have been something he wanted. Like, he was working hard to do The Hobbit. He was going to, and it would have been neat to see his version. But yeah, he backed out to do one of his own because it kept getting delayed.
Ghosts are real. This much I know.
From what I understand, you actually created 10-page bios for each character to give to the actors. And yet, you are such a meticulous and detailed visionary. So how do you balance letting the actors influence the film while maintaining your vision?
Well, I think that you enrich yourself if you listen. You know, I think that the beauty is I write the characters through those biographies. Then the screenplay goes to the actors, then those biographies go to the actors, and they can say, what if I do this? And if it's a better idea, it's in. And those biographies, curiously enough, guide the set construction and the costume design. Because sets and costumes are not just images or eye candy. They are eye protein. And the way they dress, the way they stand on that dress or that wardrobe tells you who they are. The places they live tell you who they are. And in some instances, you can even hide little clues about the story in the set on the wardrobe.
Well, here, that's definitely the case, right? This house, which was built from scratch, from what I understand,
yes,
it lives and breathes. It's a character in itself.
Literally.
Yes. How did you want to convey portions of the narrative through this incredible set?
Well, there's many things. I mean, first of all, the basic is the oldest area, which is the one behind you. That's a Gothic structure. Is really old. The cellar is the Romantic times. Then this area behind me is the more recent part of the house, which is a Gothic revival, 1800s, sort of too lavish, almost like a McMansion in Victorian style. And then within that, you have hidden things. The windows look like eyes, so they look like they're watching them. There are hidden human silhouettes everywhere, in the corridor, in the paneling. There are words engraved in the paneling, in the wallpaper. The theme of butterflies and moths is in the floor patterns, in their clothes, in their shoulder pads. Lucille has this beautiful robe. When she runs, it opens like a butterfly wings. The furniture is shaped like that, and the furniture is done in two sizes, smaller and bigger, so the actors look smaller or bigger in them, and so on and so on and so forth.
I noticed that Edith, at a certain point, when she's sitting in the chair, it feels monstrous.
Yes.
I love that detail.
And the cup that they give her is this big.
Yes. But there is also an inherent sensuality that runs throughout the film, even though it is a horrifying, eerie film. There is that, and I think each character is actually going through their own sexual discovery.
They are, except I think, well, maybe all of them. I mean, I think there's a beautiful moment in the movie where Tom and Mia make love, and contrary to normal Gothic romance or horror, where love endangers the actor, the actress particularly, and is an herald of doom. Actually, making love makes both of them stronger. It empowers Mia, the character of Edith, and it transforms Tom in a noticeable way. He really regains some power, and it's a really curious movie in the sense that I agree with you. Visually is very central. and the way the camera moves and the way the actors are awakened to each other in the course. It's a curious romance because they start falling in love after marriage.